Welcome back to Frankly Speaking here on News Talk 1230 and 1450 WENY. On the line, live from Cleveland, we have our good friend Julian Raven. Good morning.
Good morning, Frank. How are you today?
Good. How's things in Cleveland?
Oh, it's pretty crazy right now. The place is, I'm actually just trying to pull down a street here. Hold on a second. That's Hotel Access. I'm in the wrong lane. The traffic's quite crazy. The whole place is caged off. I'm just trying to pull down a street now, and they have this security corridor created with cages all the way around the city, and then it blocks off roads every other block. And I just thought I could go one way, and I couldn't go, so now I'm going another way. It's been crazy, but this is what's amazing, Frank. I mean, I've never seen in my life a production like this. You've got to take your hat off to just the coordinators, the officials, the government officials, the law enforcement are doing an absolutely remarkable job. It's amazing. Now, this has got to be mostly in response to potential protests. Have you seen anything yet, Julian? Oh, yeah. There's been protests. They've kept most of them well away from, like, the center of town where I've been located. Okay. The police, they've got their protest areas, and it really... You know, they voice their opinion, the media goes down there, but they're making the space between the protesters and the delegates large enough that there's not any confrontation. I mean, that's very good news, and it's very well done. I mean, I've been in a park for the last 4 days, and there's been protests there. You know, there's the odd protester that I'll deal with, which is always fun if they want to have a dialogue. I had one guy, I'm standing there with a copy of my painting, a 4x8 foot copy, just standing there. I've been stumping for Trump for days. It's been fantastic. Lots and lots of Clevelanders who are undecided. They don't know who they're going to vote for, and just helping them decide to vote for Trump. But I had one guy come up to me and try to eat my painting. He literally grabbed the corner of it, started chewing on it, and then I had to put him... And then he grabbed the other side and did the same thing, and I'm like... I called the police on him. It was ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. Out of all things to do, trying to eat a painting. Okay, I guess that proves his point, right? It's trying to convince you. It was sad because I think the guy legitimately was ill, but it was, just one of those experiences. So, wow. Yeah. So how's it been going so far? I mean, you deal with traffic, things like that, but you're an alternative delegate. What does that mean for your responsibilities? Well, it just means that I have, today it really starts. Yesterday, that first event was just a big welcoming bash down at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, neat. Absolutely incredible. Thousands of delegates, media. It was a big, gig, a welcome party, a kickoff, free food, free drink. It was a fantastic production. And that was like the welcoming, fireworks. Here we go. We start today. And today I'm on my way to the first breakfast, official breakfast with the New York delegation at the Cleveland Renaissance Hotel. And then after that, 1 o'clock, I believe, the first session at the convention hall. So today's the kickoff. My job is to just be there, follow directions, and in the event that the delegate that I'm the alternate for can't get to sit at the floor and be there in position to vote, I'm always on hand waiting to get the call to go down there and fill the spot. Now, you're still able to go to the convention itself, though, right? That you'll be able to see all the speakers? Oh, yeah, no, I have to be at it all day, all through the sessions, and you're just waiting. Like I said, you're like a substitute player on a basketball team. Okay. Well, that's still pretty neat. Julian Raven is our guest this morning. Has it been what you've expected so far? I mean, is this kind of the scene that you expected, or has it been maybe more chaotic? Well, I didn't know what to expect. I'd never been to anything like this. I think the nature of Donald Trump and his remarkable historic candidacy has added a dynamic to this whole story that, you have the media from the entire world here. They might have been here before anyway because of just the fact it's, it's now the nomination for the candidate for the President of the United States. It's a big deal. But, I mean, yesterday, the just law enforcement presence, the media crews, and people from all over the country. I met folks, delegates, it was fantastic. As a newborn citizen, Frank, I'm having a whole new experience on a new level. This is, again, my country. This is how my country works. These are people that love their country, that want to do what they have to do to help our country get back to sanity. And just to be part of that process, part of that process and that system is a huge honor for me. Absolutely.
Julian, when you first got the notion to start the Donald Trump painting, Unafraid and Unashamed, did you ever think it would not only lead to Iowa, you would now be in Cleveland as an alternative delegate?
No, no idea. I mean, this is a journey of a lifetime for someone like myself. Like I said, the whole citizenship deal, and then and I tell my story and sharing it, and it's just it inspires people because it's encouraging. Like young folk yesterday, young Republican folk I was speaking, just encouraging them, saying, "Listen, it's up to us. It's up to the people. Donald Trump and all these folks have got a work to do, but we the people have a work to do." And I'm on a warpath right now in that sense because after the debacle with the FBI and the Lynch interview the other week, I got so upset. I'm like, these last 8 months for me have been a warm-up. For the next 4 months, it's all in. And that's what I want to say to your listeners. It's up to us, folks. It's up to us to win our country back and to put our heart, soul, mind, body into the process and win and take back our country.
Julian Raven is our guest this morning. He's calling in live from Cleveland. And kick me off whenever you need to, Julian, because I know you're parking. I know you've got a lot of stuff to do today. I just got a couple more questions. I'm not going to keep you all morning. I haven't had a chance to talk to you since the announcement came. What do you think about Mike Pence?
Well, Mike Pence, this is the genius of Trump once again. It shows a lot about who he is as a person. But my evangelical friends, I had two responses immediately. My wife called me up and said a friend of ours was jumping, saying, "I can vote for Trump now. I can vote for Trump." I met a young woman from Indiana who was a pro-life activist on the street down here, and I started speaking to her, and she's like, "You know what? It's the best thing Trump did because now I can vote for Trump."
That's great.
And it just has had a fantastic effect. It's had a stabilizing effect. Trump to choose someone of that caliber as a Christian and evangelical with those beliefs, absolutely brilliant moves. Brilliant.
Julian Raven is our guest this morning. As I was looking over the schedule, I know you've been so busy, you probably haven't even had a chance. Other than Donald Trump's speech, obviously, is there anybody specifically you're looking forward to hearing? Probably Mike Pence, right?
Obviously, Mike Pence. Yeah. I want to hear what Ted Cruz has to say. I think it's fantastic that Cruz is speaking. I think that's a great redemptive deal that they pulled off. Cruz is a great guy. I want to see him get his place in this whole process once again and go forward. So I know we discussed earlier Eileen Collins, who originally is from Elmira. That will be a very interesting speech when that comes off. So. It's going to be fascinating. That's all I can say. For me, it's like I'm going to be like a little kid. That's what I feel like, a kid in a candy store. Just like everything's new, everything's amazing. The people of Cleveland are fantastic. The city is beautiful. And what's great for for Elmira is that Cleveland was a very rundown city, and in the last 15 years, they've done an amazing job of restoration. Absolutely amazing. And to see that this is what can happen to a city like Elmira is very inspiring.
I was just looking through the schedule here, and I found it really interesting, Julian. Some of these people hadn't been announced yet, but did you know that Marco Rubio is going to speak? I had heard he wasn't going to make it. Now he's going to be there.
Oh, I heard the same thing. I had no idea.
Yeah. The list came to anybody listening if they want to check it out. The list was put on Breitbart this morning, but there's just... away from the political scene, you've got Marcus Luttrell, who wrote the book Lone Survivor. That's going to be amazing. On a fun note, you've got Willie Robertson from Duck Dynasty. I mean, I think you're going to have the time of your life, Julian. These are going to be some of the best speeches. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to hear about it.
Well, it's going to be very exciting, and it's just great to see that level of excitement in the people here. Like I said, you got a real feel of it in the last few days. Yesterday at the welcoming party, you got a real sense of how it's going to be, and people are excited, people are pumped up, and it's a great time to be alive.
Great. Julian Raven is our guest. I'll let you go here, Julian, because I don't want to keep you too long. But are you going to have your painting? I know miniature size. Are you going to have that on you so we can see on TV with your picture of your painting?
Well, I've had it out. I mean, like I said yesterday, I literally had 50-plus interviews with media from all over the world. I mean, I could sit here. I'm talking. It was absolutely incredible. They were lined up all day. I stood with it all day, and I'm campaigning for Trump. I'm engaging with, people that were hostile, or I'm engaging with, it just was a whole slew of people, and the painting does its work, and hopefully it's going to be put on show in the New York delegation. There's a guy working to get that done.
Okay.
But if not, I just take it out into the street, the 4x8-foot version. And art is amazing. You just let it speak, and and people just come up and interact. And I mean, between 500 and 1,000 people took photos yesterday with it.
Wow.
Trump supporters and anti-Trumpers and Bernie Sanders supporters coming up to me and saying, "Wow, this is amazing." Just the artwork speaking to people and transcending the argument was absolutely brilliant.
Julian, is there a place to follow some of the things you'll be doing? I know you go live often on Facebook, and I know it'll be difficult because you'll be so busy, but is there a place for people listening to kind of keep updated on what you're up to?
Facebook is Julian, Unafraid and Unashamed is the Trump site that I have.
Okay, great.
That's the Unafraid and Unashamed artist. And then on Twitter, it's Julian M as in Marcus Raven. And on the internet, where you can see my sites, it's thetrumppainting.com, and that's probably the best place to see it because it'll give you both of the Twitter feed and the Facebook feed. But you can, if you just Google either Julian Raven in Cleveland right now. I mean, it was I don't know what page in the Wall Street Journal, but someone tweeted me last night and said, "Look, you made it on the front page of the Wall Street Journal. Not know what section it is," and it's just gone all over this. I mean, I could not. It was just. It's just at a very, very exciting time to be alive.
It is amazing, and I love to hear your story. I know you'll be checking in as best as you can throughout the week, so we'll talk with you tomorrow, hopefully, and have so much fun, Julian, because I know you're going to love every second of it. I'm excited for you.
Well, I thank you for that. It's a great honor to be an American. It's a great privilege, and it's a great responsibility. And as I said probably 500 times yesterday to people, I said, listen, when I swore allegiance to my country, to my new land, it means it's all hands on deck, and that's what I want to encourage people to do. Is it's all hands on deck. The genius of America is in those three words: we, the people, and it's up to us to assist Donald Trump and assist our party to win back our nation and bring sanity once again to the United States.
Great. Julian Raven has been our guest. Have fun, Julian. We'll talk with you tomorrow.
All right, Frank. God bless you and your audience, and it's great to talk to you as always.
Great. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Have fun.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Thanks, Frank. Bye-bye.
All right. Julian Raven. You could call him our official, frankly speaking, correspondent out in Cleveland.